But it's really
feeling like lost in the jungle.
Oh, how come?
Well, honestly, I get really nervous calling Ubers because I'm not very good on this iPhone, and I'm like afraid I'm gonna. Anyways, I conquered my fear.
Oh, that's good.
I'm in good hands.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you there. I'm gonna get you there safe. You going to Venice, Pacific Ave?
Yeah, I was gonna hightail it to the bus and the train, and honestly, I'm just getting over a bad cold, and I thought, dude, this is exhausting me.
Please use your seatbelt.
Yeah, it was a nice thought, and then I thought I'm gonna wear myself out, and also when people say, "Oh, it'll only take a minute," let's get real. Public transportation takes forever.
It do take forever. You're right.
It's like you gotta walk there to wait for the bus. If you just missed it, I mean, I'm not being negative. I'm just saying, like, I started out as a trooper, thinking I can do this.
Right.
Well, here I am in the backseat of your car, you know. But I did stop by a beauty salon, and I did get some hair.
Oh, that's good.
After being hustled by the dentist, I feel so hustled.
Oh.
Duh.
What happened at the dentist?
Folks, you know, I have Medi-Cal, and I have a dental need. And I live by the beach, where everything is jacked up. Like,
right. Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, it is. Let's not go on and on. It just, you pay to be by the water.
Right.
So, I just... I called and they said they took Medi-Cal, and I just kind of thought this neck of the forest is going to be cheaper.
Right.
Bullshit.
It's a lot more expensive?
Nope, same damn price.
Oh, man.
$1,500 for a cat.
Jeez.
And then the guy pokes around on my mouth. I came for like one thing, and the next thing you know, fast forward, it's an $8,000 bill.
$8,000?
Yep, $8,000. I'm like, wow.
How's it $8,000?
That's an interesting. Well, because you come for this, and they also point out that needs attention. The next thing you know, I'm sitting there, and I got swept down the rabbit hole because I'm not going to beat around the bush. It sucks that our country doesn't provide better dental needs, and that it's this astronomically expensive need.
Yeah, medical is very expensive.
People get your teeth when you get older. But long to the short, I started going down the rabbit hole with her of like payment plans, and I'm flying to Costa Rica in a couple of days.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I don't know if you know this, but Costa Rica is known for really high quality, like, half price dental.
Oh, really?
My teeth look how nice they are. I don't want you to look too much when you're driving, but see how they're really white Hollywood?
Oh, yeah.
I had my teeth done in Thailand.
Oh, really?
This is a cosmetic thing.
Oh, you have veneers.
My friend, it's a very long story that I'll make short. A bunch of people came to visit me in Thailand that had got so much work done. It was the furthest thing from my mind.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, the people in Thailand said to me, "Oh, madame, you brought us so much business. We'll do this for like this dirt cheap price."
Oh, wow.
And I thought, Jesus, I never thought of teeth as being a beauty thing. I always think about, hair and makeup.
Right.
I never really thought of, but then when they showed me, oh yeah, it matters. I was like, God, what? So story short, I hopped in the chair. One day they did all the toppy, one day they did all the bottom, and I'm like, God, teeth matter. Like now I'm like a teeth junkie.
Yeah.
Because once I never realized before, because this is not a natural color.
Yeah.
They call it Hollywood white.
Really?
My sister was like, oh, I don't want anything natural. I'm like, I don't care if it's so natural. I want it as pretty as possible.
Right. You want to be nice.
For my personality and for me, I think I really like them this way. It actually gives me a great deal of confidence.
Yeah.
And when something back here started to be rotting, to come out and say it, it was started about 6 months ago, and I was like, you know how it is.
Right.
You're like in the middle of 500, you're like, not another. Like my plate is already falling.
Right.
It's falling off the plate already. Like I just can't, and I just thought I'll deal with it later. Someday when I'm back in Thailand, because I am. And then when I got really sick, to tell you the truth, am I boring you with this?
Oh, no, this is actually really good.
Okay, well, I got sick as a dog. I'm better now. But as it turned out, when I got so sick, I went to urgent care after trying oil of oregano through the health. So long to the story short, they stuck a thing in my ear and said, "Yo, you got a bad ear infection." I was like, "Wow!" And then I started to make this correlation. I started thinking, because my thing is on the top, and I thought, could it possibly be related that me letting go of this tooth that screamed out at me a couple months ago?
Right.
That like it's, deteriorating and it went, because think about it, this is only like 3 inches difference.
Right, yeah,
2 or 3 inches. And so I got scared, so I thought, God bless it, I'm going to the dentist.
Yeah.
And
That's good
I
you did
just
that.
made a false assumption that this end of town,
Right.
the Medi-Cal group, I just thought that it was probably like, for the people type dentist. And I thought I really did, false assumption. Because believe it or not, a cap there is $1,500, man.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we don't have the bougie office, and we're not by the water, but we're the same fucking price.
That's insane. It's $1,500.
No, honestly, you know why is it? Because I thought when I first flew to the United States from Thailand, believe it or not, and I thought, really, God, really?
Right.
Because I was going to meet a boyfriend, and on the plane, my front tooth chipped. So I'm like, this is nice. I'm just going to show up like hillbilly Martha. Want to kiss me?
Right.
So I'm like, but at that point, it was messing with my head so much to be back in the States and look like hillbilly that I went to the Marina Del Rey place and I was like, fix it.
Right.
This was, of course, after my girlfriend told me that I could buy some sort of gum from Walmart, and I tried that, and the thing was like, every time I ate, it was falling off.
Right.
So, but at that time, I thought, okay, if it was a back tooth, that's a different story. But this is like, I can't take a meeting because, you feel intimidated.
Yeah, the front teeth,
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
It looks,
So I threw down at that time, and I thought, it is what it is. I have to be in the States. I'm like, I'm not walking around like this. I tried it. I tried the crackhead version with the gum.
Right.
I just...
The cheap version,
life costs money. Just throw down. And so I did it, and life moves on. And when this one came up, I went to the same place, and it was $1,500. At the time, I was kind of angry at them because I thought, you just did all this work on my front. Why didn't you tell me I had a problem? But anyways, I just thought, I'll deal with it later. And then when later came, and I'm way on this other side of town, I'll be honest, I'm shocked. I really thought it would be cheaper.
Right. Yeah.
And it really wasn't.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Like, not even a couple hundred.
Everywhere you go in LA is expensive now.
I'm like, what? Because even just the layout of the office and the whole thing, the way they were running their show, to be brutally honest to me, which is cool. Sometimes you get the same. I don't mean it like in a negative judgment. Listen, I've lived all over the world, third world countries and stuff. But I'm saying it looked like it would be a lot cheaper.
Cheaper the way the place,
the environment, the vibe.
Yeah,
the whole thing is like the place that I went to.
It had a very discounted look about it.
Pretty bougie.
Right.
It's off of Washington and it's not that I'm judging, it's I don't give a shit if you do good dental work. I don't care what your office looks like.
Right.
But the bottom line was lesson learned.
Yeah, it should look like
a place that took Medi-Cal. That was.
If I'm gonna pay that kind of money, I might as well stay where I'm at.
I know. Because if I'm gonna dish out $1,500, well, now I'm thinking, Jesus, most likely I need a little more work than I realized. And I'm thinking I'll just do the whole kit and caboodle in Costa Rica, where it'll be like half price. Because, in all honesty, I haven't taken my teeth seriously, and I'm realizing I'm turning 60 in a couple of months.
Oh, wow, you look good.
Thank you. And I strongly feel, especially since I've had a lot of work done. It started out as kind of a joke when they were like, "Yo, you want this kind of on the house?" And I was like, "Why not? I'll look a lot prettier."
Right.
But it also, like, I realized, like, I'm at an age and I've had so much work in my life. Like, you got to stay on top of dental.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
And the reason why you really do, because whether you like it or not, whether you're rich or poor, whether it's convenient, here's the bottom line. You don't fix that stuff and it gets worse.
Right, yeah.
And then when they go in to do that stuff, when they're already hanging on by little threads of screwed up, rotten teeth, it makes their job harder. And you can actually really escalate the situation.
Yeah, you charge more.
And that's why, like, okay, lessons learned. Look, I got off my booty and I came here today, so I tried.
Right.
But one thing that I'm walking away with
show some initiative.
This experience is, in the future, your teeth hurt, you go, you fix them, period.
Right.
If you don't have the money, that's right, you whip out that credit card and you don't bat an eyelash about, because you know what? Honestly, I'm not trying to be mean, but I've got friends that cannot afford to take care of their teeth at all.
Really?
And it is not a pretty sight. And my heart really goes out to them. I mean, I've got that boy boyfriend I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward a couple of years, dude is walking around with like 2 teeth. It's like,
Ooh,
oh my
wow.
God.
Hey, all his teeth
Yeah.
fell out.
What?
All his teeth fell out.
You know, he's very stubborn,
Mm-hmm.
Caribbean guy, and it's like, I've tried to tell him, hey, I'm not saying this because of looks. You know I love you and it's all cool. But
Right.
like leaving it that long with your teeth, your mouth is going to change shape. He says he has some plan going on, and power to you. I just noticed it has been over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know what plan you got going, but you don't need a PhD in dentistry to know that walking around like that for over a year cannot be good.
You say he has a plan?
He tells me he has a plan.
A dentist plan.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't believe it because I think this is, knowing Alex, this is probably his plan.
Yeah.
His plan is I'm going to pay off all my debt, then I'm going to address this.
Right, yeah.
But what he won't hear me when I say to Alex, this isn't just about like convenience or looks. Like the way the mouth is, if you don't take care of it, things go from bad to worse.
Right,
Once they start rotting, they rot away more and more. And I mean, I'm not trying to be gross or anything, but anyways, I have to stand down on that. Even part of why I went today, I tried to seduce him to come with me. I said, hey Alex, I found a dentist that takes Medi-Cal. You know, Medi-Cal is free. You want to go to the dentist with me? I did manage to score a ride out of him.
But he ain't go.
And he dropped me off and he said something like, yeah, this is usually like a bait and switch thing. And I didn't really, by then I was there, whatever, but he turned out to be right. He also doesn't love me that much. I'm going to give my ass a ride back home.
Yeah, I know. Why he just wait for
something?
you? Yeah.
Alex is like that. I hate to say it, like, he's very selfish.
How long y'all been dating?
17 years on and off.
Okay.
Yeah, you think we got a little trouble in paradise? Like I should so move on.
Right, yeah.
I don't really know if you can call it dating. It's like, something. I'm gonna get off this topic. We don't want to go down this rabbit hole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah, it's like
it's complicated.
I kept waiting for the light bulb to go off, and here we are, 17 years later.
Right.
See a ring on this finger? Nada. No light bulb is going off. It's just, and even when he does shit like this, it is kind of upsetting to me. It's like, for all the loving that we've had, like, I'm gonna help your sister up, give you a ride back.
Why would he just wait for you?
You know something? He always makes it out like, I'm so busy and I'm trying so hard to
make it.
Right. And it's like, who the fuck isn't?
Right.
Who isn't, man?
Right.
I know, but you know what? Because of our relationship, like, there's such a pull on me. Like, it's not that I'm a submissive person or that I don't have a backbone, but with him, it's just not working. I'm like, I got half a ride, giddy up, because when he gets aggressive, like, he's just very stubborn. I'm going to leave it at that. I kind of thought it would have been nice if he said, yo, give me a shout after.
Yeah, right.
But he didn't, and I'm like, I'm not going to push it. I already tried to reel him in.
Maybe he had somewhere he had to be.
Yeah, who doesn't? But you know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as bad as I thought, and I tried. Listen, it's okay. Live and learn. I got some really cool hair. Because there's a beauty. I'll tell you, these neighborhoods are great to get hair. Because even though I'm a white girl, I do a lot of braids and a lot of styles. I'm always making like crazy
okay.
braids and stuff.
You got a bunch of hair?
Yeah. I mean, I have like 8,000 million. I have a big hair bag at home, but it's part of it's how I express myself. Like,
did you get any colors?
I create different. Something. I'm not in the color groove. I'm not in the color groove.
Just regular hair. Okay.
I have a bunch of purple at my place, but that's not where I'm at today.
You don't want to
Today, I have a particular item. Well, this is the thing. I started wearing extensions like 100 years ago when I was working in clubs.
Right.
And over time, I started to morph into like the braiding world because this hair is dirt cheap.
Right.
Braiding hair is like $7.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really cheap. you get like my kind of hair.
Right.
You probably don't want all this information.
Oh no, that's all. That's super good. I just said I didn't know that white women get weave. I didn't know y'all did weave.
Dude, it's 2025. There's no white and black. It's all.
Yeah.
We're all one smorgasbord.
So you put weave in your hair. You put weave in.
I actually haven't. But I'm going to give it a shot.
But you do extensions.
Yeah, I mean, I do. Me personally, you're talking to a hair junkie.
Yeah, yeah.
I do everything under the sun.
Okay.
But yeah, like I do what would be considered ethnically a lot of black styles.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Cornrows and stuff. But I do everything. And also, just so you know,
You braid your
Irish
hair.
women had a whole heritage of braiding hair. Like I know everybody's into like different things, and I don't mean any disrespect to anything, but I really think that we're all integrated.
Right.
It's really
Who does your braiding?
See, we're a mix of everything. Like there's the Irish and the whole Celtic thing had a thing with knots and braids, and the Vikings too.
Right.
A lot of
Vikings
people,
got braids.
you know, like a lot of people think, oh, like if I wear cornrows, they're like, and I'm like, yeah, man, you know, one love. That's all I have to say.
Who does your braiding? Who does your hair for you?
Okay, we're going into PhD level. For years, I threw down hundreds and hundreds of dollars to have people do my hair. And recently I thought, fuck this shit.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
I've watched so many TikTok videos. I'm going to have out of it. And let me tell you something.
So you start doing it yourself?
If you've got arthritis, the last thing you want to do.
It's a lot of hand moves.
That shit is brutal on your fingers.
It's a lot of hand fingers.
Oh my God, it doesn't ever end.
Yeah, it's very.
And you have to do so many of them. You feel like Edward Scissorhands by the end.
Yeah, that's why they charge so much. It's very time.
You know what? It is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very tedious.
If it's the little ones, God bless them and trust me.
Oh yeah, the little small ones.
I've had my hair.
That take longer. It takes like a whole day.
There's a place called Joloff. Have you ever heard of it?
Never heard of it. No.
Oh really? I'll tell you, it's the best braiders.
Oh,
These
really?
women are right from Senegal, man.
Oh really?
Dude, they'll braid your hair so tight you'll feel like you had a facelift.
Oh wow.
I'm serious.
Are
They
they?
did my hair once. They had like 4 of them on me at once, and I was like, I felt like I needed a pain pill.
It hurt bad.
But then that's
They
why
put
you
it
know what I
tight.
started to think. I started to think something's wrong with this picture. I'm all for, you know, what do they say? You know, beauty hurts.
Right.
That part, I can roll with that to a point, but it shouldn't be fucking excruciating.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. Yeah,
You know,
painful.
and so this is where I started doing my own.
Right.
Because I thought, you know, you do all these braids, and I've watched all these YouTube videos, and like the way black girl hair is, they're always like, they do the part and they're like shaking it 3-4 times, putting the gel in it, and like, I'm like, for God's sakes, it's a part. Like, we're not, you know, mapping out nuclear calculations here.
It's very detailed,
it's okay.
though. It's very detailed.
Well, they are, and I'm like, I'm like, to me, like, this is fun. It's just hair. So to me, I started to think we don't have to take it this seriously. It doesn't have to be the world's tightest braid, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
You know, so I started doing them
they're
myself.
very serious. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I've made a lot of progress.
Oh, okay. So you've been doing
I've saved a lot of
something.
money. However, after numerous very creative attempts, I have realized, make no mistake, there's an art form to this shit.
It takes a lot. It takes.
You know,
take time.
Also, what I learned over time, I tried all these things. Like I'd watch a YouTube video, and it would look so easy. I'd be like, for God's sake, how hard can it be? I saw it. I watched it 4 times. You go the center, the crossy. But what you learn when you really get in the trenches is that the head is not a flat item. It is a curved sphere.
Yeah.
And the way, and also the amount of hair is in different proportions. Oh, this is Eris.
Okay.
I gotta take this. It's super important.
Go ahead.
Hey, Eris. Hi, I'm in the back of an Uber. It's okay. Let's do this thing. No, let's get.
Very nice young lady. Just had a discussion with, man. You know, but people have all kind of stuff going on. Yeah, but yeah, I was like extensions. The same thing. It's weave. It's weave. She said, I don't get weave. Y'all call it. It's the same shit. White women, y'all call it extensions. Black women call it weave. You know what I'm saying? But tomato is the same shit. Y'all do get extensions. But the fact that she's talking about braids, you know, the braids came from Ireland. Yeah, but they got it from Africa. Braids came from Africa, period. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, braiding hair ain't no joke. Braiding hair is is not no joke. You got to have skills to braid hair, boy. That's why people charge $400 to braid hair. It's not for the timid. You got to be able to stand up for long periods of time, and your hands, you got to be able to work them hands, and your fingers start hurting. Yeah, I got some family members that do hair, man, and they charge money for that, you know. Especially when you do white hair, they charge white people more because their hair is thin. You got to braid them little thin strings of hair, and yeah, that's some tedious shit, man. But you know, we all are one people, man. There's just certain things take a little bit longer for certain people than others. That's all. Anyway, what y'all think about this video? Leave your comments, subscribe to the channel.